Hey gang, before we get started, stay to the end of this selling tip because I've got a favor to ask, okay? All right, go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to June. Hey, I actually nixed my normal sales tip for this week because I had a couple of coaching calls last week that where I gave some advice, and I thought, you know what, that's pretty good stuff. I better share that with everyone. Here's the deal. This sales tip is set to be released on Monday, June 4th. I want you to think of things in terms of 3 chunks of time for a second, okay? You've got the month of June, and then you've got July, August, and then you've got September, October, November, right? Those are your 3 chunks of time. Now, let's go to the second chunk for a second. The 4th of July is on a Wednesday this week, and that makes that week difficult. I never say this. I always say, well, don't worry about it. Let other people tell you that there's a slowdown, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be a tough week. Well, then the week after that, I'm thinking it's going to be, hey, you know what? I didn't get anything done last week because everybody was out. So now I've got to, I can't meet with you because I've got to make up for the work. And so July is going to be tough, gang. July is really going to be tough. Where I want you to think about is, where do you want to be September 4th? That's the day after Labor Day. Because here's the thing. Something special happens. Something magical happens on Labor Day. People put their kids on the bus and they say, well, summer's over. Let's get down to it. And that starts the 3 most important selling months of the year. You hear me say this every year. June then represents your last chance. This is a sprint. You've got 4 weeks. You've got 20 business days starting today. And you need a plan. You need a 4-week plan. Something that's going to drive some momentum going into those quiet months so that on September 4th, when you come into the office, you think, well, I've got some prospects. I've got some big fish that I'm going after. I feel good about the existing accounts that I've got. That's my plan. So there's a couple of things that you can do. One thing is you could say, I'm just going to pick a number here. I'm going to start 10 new prospects each week, and I'm going to run them through my 4-week prospecting plan. You have one, right? I thought so. And so each week you start a new group. Each week you keep going with the group that you've got going. The other thing to do is to say, I'm going to start this week, the week of June 4th, with 40, and I'm going to do something with them every single week. And I'm not going to start a new group. I'm just going to work that 40. Then the end of the month, I'm going to say, okay, let me take a look at that 40. How many told me to go away? How many did I never get on the phone? How many gave me appointments? How many are still worth pursuing? There's no wrong answer here, but you've got to have a 4-week plan. However many calls you're making, add 20%. You will not be sorry. The selling cycle being what it is, you know, you are affecting the sales you're going to have or not have this fall. With July and August being difficult months to sell anyway, and this very difficult calendar year telling us that the 4th of July is in the middle of the week, so it's going to wipe out that week. This is going to be particularly difficult. I'm just predicting. But either way, even if I'm wrong, if you have a 4-week plan, if you really do something in June that's very special and you've got rock solid prospecting and you're saying, I'm going to change my outgoing voicemail message every day so it says, hey, this is Bill Farquharson. Today is Monday, June 4th. I'm going to be on the phone until 10 o'clock. Leave a message. I'll call you back. Something like that. Carve out time to prospect every single day. First thing in the day, put all these tips together that I've been giving you all this time, and just keep your foot on the pedal, your pedal to the floor, and prospect hard all the way through June. Now, this is the favor that I want to ask you, okay? Stand by. Turns out that my neighbor is a buyer. And she had some weird business card title, and I didn't quite catch it. And I said, you a buyer? And she said, yes. I said, oh, awesome. I want to pull together a whole bunch of questions for you so that people can, so we can get some answers. And I'm thinking, you know, questions like, why don't you answer the phone? Under what circumstances do you return a voicemail message? When do you accept appointments from new vendors? What does it take to replace a vendor? How loyal are you? Here's what I want to know. I want you to email me. There's my email address. Email me and send me questions that you want me to ask her. Okay, she's agreed to do this. This will appear in my printing impressions column probably August, I would guess, maybe July, August. But here's the thing. I really want you to do this for me so that I can come up with some really great questions, okay? Thanks very much. Again, have a great selling week, and I'll talk to you next week.